a text, and then they will take out a few words. In your case, SPM, they will take out 10 words from that text, and they expect you to replace with the most accurate text. Itulah closed text. Dia bukan teks tertutup ke apa ke. If you look at the spelling kan, C-L-O-Z-E. It is not C-L-O-S-E. Yeah. Welcome Cairo. Welcome Mission 11. Hi everyone. And share this session with your friends. You are with me. My name is Shukri. This session is brought to you especially by MC Plus, the best online tuition in Malaysia. And this is Seminar Education Must Win. I will make sure you win lots of marks in this section in future, yeah? Guys, are you ready? If you're ready, please let me know. Send me some signals on screen. Tell me you are ready. If you are ready, say, I'm ready, sir. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Di mana saja awak berada and you are with me, Sir Shukri. Okay? I will walk you through in this section. Now, before we go through this one, how many of you, you have done this test for midterm recently? Kan? Form 4, Form 5 ada midterm recently. And this part 2, close text ni, where after that you have this A, B, C, MCQ questions kan. How many of you find that this part of the paper is very taxing? You rasa macam susah gila. And this, believe me, from my experience, a lot of students, dia orang main taram part ni. Betul tak? Berapa orang yang taram? Secara jujur, beritahu sehari ni. Kavya say it was confusing. Ya, memang akan ramai masa itulah dia buat macam ni, ketuk-ketuk bibir and so on, right? Boys, what do they normally do? Girls they like to do this. And then what about the boys? Boys, of course lah, panjangkan leher, tengok left and right, you know. Okay. Alright. Now, why I purposely chose this topic, because I know a lot of students are having this problem. Okay. Now, jom kita tengok what this text is testing us. Now, as you can see behind me, I have some information here. So, closed text actually testing mostly on vocabulary and also grammar. Now, this is something that I would like to share with you. A lot of people, including teachers, kan, when it comes to this part, some of them say this. I realized that since 2021, kan, the question mostly on vocabulary, not much on grammar. Do you agree? Do I agree? Yes, to be honest, I agree. Why? Because nowadays, when we talk about grammar, there is no direct question on grammar alone. Okay, macam verb form ke apa ke, tak ada. However, in a way, saya ada sedikit disagree lah kalau nak kata testing mostly on vocabulary. Why? Awak tengok ni apa yang saya tulis dekat sini. Kejap, saya make sure screen ni fit dekat sana ya. Okay, awak tengok dekat sini. Says each word, although it is testing on vocabulary, each word belongs to different grammatical group. Do you agree with me? Okay, now, kalau tak ni, jom kita tengok dekat sini. For example, you look at number 9 here. I make it smaller, ya. Alright, let me make sure it is visible for you. If you look at number 9, I put there, testing you on vocabulary. You see the word produces, considers, promotes, and influences. I know that number is testing you on vocabulary. But if you look at all the words, to which grammatical group they belong to? They belong to noun, betul tak? Kan? Sorry. To verb, right? Produce, consider, those are verbs. Dia kena mengena dengan grammar juga, walaupun sepintas lalu on service value kita nampak dia vocabulary. Tapi senang nak faham tu vocabulary lah. Kalau kita tengok selagi dalam, dia memang ada kena mengenai dengan grammar. And number 10, it is preposition. Is obviously that is grammar. And then number 11 is vocabulary, right? Number 12 is vocabulary, but it comes with ing. Ing can be gerund, can be present participle, can be either can be adjective also sometimes, right? Next, number 13 is vocabulary, 14 is vocabulary, number 15 is vocabulary, number 16 is vocabulary, except for number 17 and 18, both are phrasal verbs. Okay, in case you're wondering, apa itu phrasal verb? Nantilah, if I have the time, definitely I will share with you. Those who just joined me, welcome. My name is Shukri. You are with me with this seminar, Education Must Win. You are not too late. Kita baru saja start. Jom, let's go and look at this text. The title of the text is The Impact of the Harry Potter Series. Ada berapa Harry Potter fans dekat sini? Cuba bagi tahu saya sikit. How many of you are Harry Potter fan? Saya, I am one of the biggest fan Harry Potter kan. Okay. Now, what is the first thing do we have to do untuk close text ini? Pertama sekali, of course, we have to read the text. Now, why we have to read the text? When we read the text, we can get the general idea. Kita dapat satu maklumat umum teks ni mengenai apa. And I'm sure, I know, a lot of students in Malaysia, they don't do that. Diorang tengok nombor 9, lepas tu terus pergi tengok dekat teks. Betul tak? Tak apa. But today, I would like to walk you through, we'll do the right way. Kita baca dulu. There is no doubt that the Harry Potter series has a huge impact dash the minds of children. The debate is whether the impact has been positive or negative. On the other hand, there is a group that says the book, good behavior through the main characters in the story, they go dash tough situations, yet stand up for the truth and do things that are morally right. Okay? They say that this has a very positive influence on children. The other group states that the involvement of witchcraft and dark elements in the book can dash young mind to the world mysterious, which can be a serious problem. They feel that there are better ways to teach morals to children than by dash witchcraft. Yeah. Both groups seem to have valid points, and it is necessary to dash an open debate to come a proper conclusion. Although we cannot say that there is any solid proof of the stories having a positive moral influence on the young minds, there is dash proof that series has had a great influence on their reading habits. More than any other books, with video games available, children enjoy entertainment through the electronic medium. The Harry Potter series has been able to successfully dash the trend. Scores of children have been playing less with the electronic toys and have started reading the Harry Potter books. Children dash rereading these books when they are older. This story has had a big impact on children's reading habit. This factor perhaps needs to be dash consideration when debating about the book's influence on children. There you go. We have done the first thing. We have read the text. Now, after we have read the text, definitely we know what the text is all about. We are able to absorb the general idea. Dan bukan saja kita dapat general idea tau. Bila kita dah baca macam ni, we know the context of the story. Bila nanti we want to get to choose the right vocabulary, the right word for the blanks. Alright? In case you are meeting me for the first time, welcome back everyone. My name is Shukri. Today you are with me for Seminar Education Must Win Form 4 and Form 5. Apa khabar semua? How are you? Dah balik sekolah ke belum? Dah lunch ke belum? Macam soalan exam baru ni je. Lebih kurang lah kalau awak tahu kan. Okey, jom. Number 1 has been done for you. There is no doubt that the Harry Potter series has a huge impact dash the minds of children. Okay, the keyword here is, of course, impact. Alamak, too big. Let me make it smaller. Impact. And then the minds. Okay, impact tu kesan. Kesan, lepas tu the minds, minda. Mestilah atas. Kesan ke atas, minda. So this one, very easy. Kita dah ada dekat sini. Of course, the answer is on. Alright. Alright, number 2. Number 9 lah, number 9. Alright, we are going to do this together, yeah, guys. We are going to do this together. I know you don't have the notes, but you can look at the screen. You can share with me your answers. Sir, tadi saya jawab paper BI. Okay, alright. Sir, I've got 410 this part masa PPT. That's why. Sebab this part always confusing, and that's why today I will walk you through how to go about it. Now, we are moving to number 9. Are you still with me, people? Masih lagi bersama saya? Kalau baru masuk, my name is Sir Shukri. And this one is MC Plus, the best tuition in town, ya? Tak tahu apa yang ditulisnya. Apa itu? Okay. The debate is whether the impact has been positive or negative. On the other hand, okay, we start from here. On the other hand, there is a group that says the book dash good behavior. Alright, the keyword here is good behavior. Okay, good behavior is sikap lah. Okay, the book dash good behavior. What do you think? Is it the book produces good behavior or considers good behavior? Or C, promotes good behavior or influence good behavior. Alright. The book dash good behavior. The book, buku itu dash sikap yang baik. Adakah influence, promotes, considers, produces? Now, as you can see here, this when we deal with vocabulary, benda yang penting dekat sini, kita tak boleh bagi jawapan yang sama-sama. Maksudnya, maksudnya ini kot, lebih kurang sama kot. Of course, they will give you option which almost similar. Betul tak? Awak percaya kan? Kan, pernah awak jumpa macam ni, yang jawapannya lebih kurang macam sama kan? Alright, so jom kita tengok satu. The first thing that we have to do, we take out the obvious wrong one. We take out the obvious wrong one. Okay, between these producers, consider, promote, and influence, which one is obviously the wrong one? Yang paling salah lah. Yang paling salah, the book. Okay, isi dia, depan dia the book. Buku itu boleh apa? Can the book produce? Can the book consider? Consider is totally out. Buku takkan buku nak mempertimbangkan. Oh, buku itu mempertimbangkan, obviously out, right? Cannot. We take out B. Do you agree we take out B? Ini langkah pertama yang kita buat. We take out B. Okay, the book produces. Can book produce something? Can book produce something? Obviously cannot. I don't think so. So we take out A and B. I'm very sure you agree with me. A and B are two obvious wrong answers here. So bila kita buat macam ni, nampak tak teknik apa yang kita buat? We take out the obvious wrong answers first. When we do that, we minimize our options. So sekarang ni kita ada dua sahaja, which is we have promotes and influence. So the book promotes good behavior or the book influences good behavior. So which one is the best one? Okay, come on, drop me your answer. You say C. Now, I can see C and D here. You are thinking, thank you very much. All of you are very smart, very sharp today. Now, berapa orang, I'm just guessing here. I would like to know, berapa orang yang tak berani nak memilih promote sebab dalam otak awak ingat perkataan promosi. Promosi ni macam kita promote discount ke apa. How many of you have that kind of ideas here untuk perkataan promote ni? How many of you? Okay. Now, influence is actually the book influence. Kalau kita kata buku itu mempengaruhi, it sounds correct, but actually it is not accurate. Buku itu mempengaruhi good behavior. Tapi pada saya, jawapan sebenarnya ialah C. The book promotes good behavior. Why? You see, kita tengok dekat sini. Okay, this is the answer. The book promotes good behavior. So, promotes here bukan dia mempromosikan barang ke apa. Dia macam menggalakkan. In this context, the word promotes meaning menggalakkan. The word promotes good behavior. Okay, so that is the answer for number 9. Let's review sikit macam apa yang kita buat tadi. Number 1, we take out the obvious wrong answers and then leave us with smaller options. We have 2 options only. And then from there, we evaluate, kita gauge yang mana yang the best, the most accurate. Alright? Okay, very good. Now, moving on. Can we go to number 10 now? Can we go to number 10 now, people? In case you just joined me, my name is Sir Shukri and you are with me for Seminar Education Must Win for Form 4 and Form 5. Okay? Ada tak dari Sabah and Sarawak? Anyone from Sabah and Sarawak here? Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. Now, number 10. Let me check whether you can read or not there. We start from this one, yeah. They go. They go dash tough situation. Okay. Sekecil sikit supaya awak boleh baca. Okay. They go dash tough situations yet stand up for the truth and do things that are morally right. Okay. Now, here, the keyword here is they go. They go bukan dekat sini bukan pergi. Here, the word go here meaning mereka melalui or mengharungi. Okay? The word go there does not mean pergi. The word go means melalui or mengharungi, and then we have tough. Let us look at the option. Number 1, we have by. They go by tough. Apa tadi? Jom kita tengok atas balik. Let's look at tough situation. Tough situation. Can we say they go by tough situation? Can we take out this one? Do you think this is correct? No. Yeah, I totally agree with you. This is totally out, right? They go upon tough situation. They go upon tough situation. No. Sat. Awak semua duk cakap no ni based on sedap tak sedap ke because that is wrong. You know, grammatically wrong. Berapa orang yang cakap no ni based on grammatically wrong, and berapa orang yang cakap no ni bunyi dia tak sedap je. Bunyi dia tak sedap sebab tu saya cakap no. Ada bisikan naluri kat telinga kan? Okay, now look at this one, over. They go over tough situations. They go over tough situation. Wih, dengar macam sedap, bunyi macam betul tak? Bunyi macam betul. Yang ni adalah macam boleh sir, boleh, can, because this one sounds correct, right? Next, D. They go through tough situation. When you see D, because the sound is so familiar and the sound is so correct, you rasa D. Everybody starts saying D, right? Now, yang ni, of course, the answer is a D. They go through. Through meaning melalui, right? Through ni maksudnya melalui. They go over. Ada tak? Boleh tak? Can we use go over? Have you heard of it? Pernah guna tak? Go over. Ada. Go over ni maksudnya to review or to check. Macam mana? Okay, I will go over the report. Macam tu. I will go over the details later. Maksudnya saya akan review, saya akan check benda tu. But this one, dia tak ada kena-mengena tu. Ini situation. We are talking about situation. What about go upon? Go upon ni memang tak ada pun. Okay, go by. What about go by? Have you used go by in your sentence? Ada tak? Go by ni ada, but of course it is not used for situation. Go by ni, macam kita kata she goes by the name of baby. Contohnya, she goes by the name of apa-apa. Maksud dia macam dikenali. Ataupun we can also use go by ni macam mengikut peraturan. For example, tak payah ajak dia lah. He likes to go by the rule. Dia ni tak kerti nak bengkok-bengkok. Dia ni jenis straight. He likes to go by the rule. Go by the rule. Begitu. Okay. Form berapa ni? Form 4 and Form 5, people. In case you just join me, my name is Sir Shukri. Thank you very much for joining me today. So we have done number 10, number 9 and number 10. So far so good. Dah dapat sikit tips dia. So far kita tak ada tembak-tembak kan. No taram-taram. We look at the options and then we decide. Okay, now let's go to number 11. Yang ni tadi number 10, to go through. Okay. Now, number 11 down here. So, for number 11, I will read from, kejap, saya kecilkan sikit. So, awak boleh nampak nanti kat screen ya. Okay. I will read from here. They say that this has a very positive influence on children. The other group states that the involvement of witchcraft ni macam sihir-sihir macam kan, you know lah, this Harry Potter punya cerita kan. The other group states that the involvement of witchcraft and dark elements in the book can dash young mind to the world of mysteries. Alright. So, jom kita tengok clue dia sikit. The keyword here is the book can, buku itu boleh apa? Young mind, okay. Young mind, otak-otak golongan muda ni, kanak-kanak ni, to the world mysterious, which could be a serious problem. Okay. So the book, buku itu boleh apa, and to the world. Okay, buku itu boleh apa. Now let me double check this one ya. Yang minds to the world of the mysterious. Okay, to the world. Ini saya betulkan sedikit, saya tambah sikit, something is missing here. To the world of mysterious. Alright. The book can dash young mind. Okey, buku itu boleh apa kepada minda kanak-kanak ni, to the world of mysterious. Okay, now, jom kita tengok option dia. Those who just joined me, welcome. My name is Shukri, and this session, Education Must Win Seminar, is especially brought to you by the best online tuition in Malaysia, MC Plus, for you, Form 4 and Form 5. So now we are doing this closed text number 11. Alright? Jom kita tengok option number 11. Jom kita tengok balik tadi. Kita ingat balik apa soalan dia tadi. Dia kata the book can what young mind to the world of mysterious. Apa saya letak dua benda dekat sini. Right, sepadam sikit. Okay, to the world of mysterious. Okay. The book can what young mind to the world of experience. Okay. Number 11 point. The book can point young mind. The book can point young mind. Okay. Now, are we going to take out this one? We take out the obvious wrong answer first. Kita nak tak keluarkan ni dulu daripada option kita? Of course, we take out I trust your instinct. This is obviously wrong answer. Good mind thinks alike. So, I bersetuju dengan awak semua. Reveal. Reveal ni macam betul. Kalau what is the meaning of reveal? Reveal meaning mendedahkan. The book can reveal young mind. Macam betul. Buku itu boleh mendedahkan kepada minda. Okay, next. Expose. Reveal ni bukan mendedahkan. Okay, reveal in BM dia maksud mendedahkan juga. But this one, expose pun mendedahkan juga. Okay? What about expose? Expose. Unravel. What is this? Sometimes ada orang yang some student this one sounds rare. Macam, ini jarang jumpa weh. Ini mesti jawapan dia weh. No, unravel ni maksud dia menyelesaikan, for example, menyelesaikan misteri ke, atau macam ikatan macam merungkaikan ikatan. Okay, of course, unravel is obviously not the best answer. Why? Because we are talking about the book can young mind to the world of mysterious. Dia mengapa? Of course, mendedahkan. Okay, so this is out. D is out. We have only two. Is it reveal or expose? Kita ada dua option dekat sini. We have B and C. Which one fit the situation? Which one fit the situation? Is it B or expose? Come on, guys. Help me. I know you can help me. Yeah, of course, the answer is C. Okay? Expose is the best answer. If you have answered correctly, congratulations. Your vocabulary is superb. You see, inilah trik yang kita selalu dapat when we do close text. If you look at reveal and expose, sepintas lalu on surface value, they share almost the same meaning. But we have to look at the context in the text. Dekat sini kan. So that's why the best answer here is expose. The book can expose young mind to the world of mysterious. So far so good. Kalau awak baru join saya pun tak apa, nama saya Mr. Shukri and I am one of the tutor at MC Plus, the best online tuition in Malaysia. And thank you for being with me. And today we are discussing how to tackle close text. Why? Because close text is one of the confusing part in paper 1. Setuju tak, ladies and gentlemen? And that's why a lot of you, when you tackle this one, you like to taram-taram, tembak-tembak based on sedap tak sedap, kan? Okay, so we have done number 9, 10, 11. Let's review a bit how to go about it. Number 1, of course, earlier kita start dengan kita baca the whole text to get the general idea. Okay. Number 2, we go through each one of the question. And then we also look at the options that we have. Okay. For example, just now we look at number 9. We have the word produces, considers, promotes, and influence. So from there, we take out the obvious wrong answers. Okay. We took out produces and considers just now. So bila kita buang dua option tu A and B, we have only 2 options to choose. So dari situ lebih mudah untuk kita pilih jawapan yang betul. Itulah cara yang paling simple that you can do. So boleh tak baca sikit terus jawab? Boleh tak baca sikit terus jawab? Okay, let me share with you this one ya. Bila awak tak baca, boleh. Awak boleh terus jawab. But sometimes there are question yang we need to get the ideas from the top, the link, because it is a story tau. Jadi kalau kita tak tahu yang atas tu, mungkin kita jawab dengan konteks yang salah. Itu je lah dia punya risiko dia. Okay. Alright, we have about 5 more minutes. No problem. Ni gap text ke? This is not gap text. Gap text tu, we have to fill in with sentences, 6 sentences. This one is what we call close text. Part 2, paper 1. Okay? Alright, next, let's go to number 12. Number 12, jom kita tengok ni dululah. Let us look at the options here. Number 12. Sekejap. Saya kecilkan sikit supaya you can look at the options, ya. Okay. Number 12, it is testing on vocabulary. Number 1 is the option number 1 is joining. Option number 2 is practicing. Option number 3 is making. And option number 4 is casting. Now, how many of you do not understand the meaning of casting? Berapa orang? We are talking about Harry Potter. Bila Harry Potter ni, dia kena mengena dengan witchcraft. Alright, casting ni macam menjampi. Awak tahu tak menjampi ni apa? Menjampi macam dia baca apa-apa. Something like that. Right. Itu casting. Jom, let us look at the question. Mentera. Mentera tu apa yang dia baca lah. Tapi the action of doing that is called casting. Cast a spell, kan? Casting a spell. Spell tu mentera. Okay. What number is this? This is number 12. Let's look at number 12, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me make it smaller so that you can read with me. Number 12. We start with this one, yeah? Okay. They feel that there are better ways to teach morals to children than by dash witchcraft. Okay, kenapa jawapan tu, if you look at the options, all of them ada ing because there is a preposition there by, so the following verb here dia mestilah ada ing. So that is the reason. Okay? Alright. Dia kata, they feel that there are better ways. Ada cara lain yang lebih baik to teach morals, untuk mengajar moral kepada kanak-kanak selain daripada then by what? Witchcraft. Okay, the keyword here is witchcraft. Saya dah bagi clue dekat situ. So is it by joining witchcraft? Obviously wrong, right? Dengan by joining, dengan menyertai mentera? Of course, no. Amboi, dah pandai lah. Sekejap saja dengan saya. By practicing witchcraft? Dengan mengamalkan mentera? No. Alright? By making witchcraft? No. By casting witchcraft? Of course, this one is the answer, dengan menjampi witchcraft. So, there you go. You see, that's why if you read the text and you know the situation, definitely you can get the right answer, the accurate vocabulary. Okay? Alright, so far so good. Are you enjoying this session? Yeah, if you enjoy this session, say yes, sir. Thank you very much. All right, how much time do we have? No more time. Alamak, what time flies so fast when I am with you? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Join us. With our online tuition, definitely I can share with you a lot more. I will walk you through how to go about answering the question paper. It is not that difficult. I can show you the easiest way to score in your exam, or Form 4 in your midterm or end of the semester exam. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have with you. I feel so bad that I have to parted ways with you. Kita jumpa lagi some other time. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye. Signing off. Syed Shukri here. Bye. Take care.